Hey, how you guys doing? This is Earl Alex back again with SongLab live, and we are here with another person that's going to introduce you to a dope event that is for artists out here in Arizona. This is a Arizona event right now, so if you're in the vicinity, you should be tapping into these opportunities. But I'm going to go ahead and shift it over to the other side of the table so you can be introduced to this person and what they have going on. This event is happening pretty soon, so tap in ASAP so you can at least show up to see who go up. All right, let's see who's on the other side of this table.
Well, my name is Simone Terry, and I am the CEO of Uncontained Entertainment. We are hosting a show this Saturday on the 24th of September called Rep Your City. And so if you need to look out for the show, we want you to hit us up on IG at RepYourCity. And it is spelled correctly, RepYourCity. And you can hit me personally at ms.uncontained on IG.
Nice. So this Rep Your City event, how did it come to pass? Like, where did this idea come from?
So this idea was really a brainchild, and it was all about community and just taking culture to the next level here in our city. And then this is something that is not a local show. We want to do this across the country and create a model. Nice. But we had to start here in Arizona because this is my city.
Yes.
And so
nice.
We know Arizona is a melting pot of so many different individuals from everywhere. And so when you ask somebody, where are you from out here in Arizona, 9 times out of 10, they are not going to say from Phoenix.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want people to conform to what our city was doing. We wanted people to come out and to represent where they were from, so that we can show what a melting pot we have here and all the different cultures we have, and demonstrate that one night in one show.
Wow. So how many artists are going to be on this showcase?
So we have 17 artists performing.
Wow.
15 of the artists are artists here in Arizona, and we have 2 artists that are coming in. One who will be one of our mentors that are working with the artists.
Oh, nice.
And one of the mentors is going to actually be performing, which is LED. She's out in Los Angeles and has a long background of credibility in the industry. And so she's going to be working with the artists and then also showing them how to get on the stage and perform.
Oh, wow. Showing by example.
Yes, leading by example. And then also we have Josh Moreland, who's also coming from LA, and he'll be performing. He is going to open the show. It's going to be a monster performance.
Awesome.
So we're just excited to have those 2 come, but we have 15 other artists who will be performing. The list is so long, but I have to give a shout out to all 15.
Let's give a shout out to them.
We got D. Noel, Chantel, Moabi Kotu, Twina Marie, Grant Singh, Mani Uchi, C-Lab Music, Snap Deep, Stacy J, Lip, Raven the Singer, Jay Tatum, PK the Poet, New, Sunny the Juice, Josh Moreland, and LED.
Oh, nice. So really, when you were connecting with all these artists, trying to pull it together, how was it working with the artists to get them to, for one, get on the ticket, get with the show, get with the idea? Was it like working with the artists that you've worked with so far? Was it easy? Was it difficult? And what were some of the difficulties, if there were any?
Yeah, so I think that anytime you try to get this many artists together, there's going to be some challenges that present itself. Mm-hmm. But this is the reason why I wanted to do this. We have something called the VIP artist experience that they're going to be going through.
Okay.
And so it starts Friday night. So by the time the artists get on the stage, they're going to have gone through a lot of things that are going to help them to develop them as an artist. And so, I told all of these artists, I need you to come out. They auditioned. We had auditions in July. And so they went through the process. It didn't matter how many followers they had, how many shows I saw them perform at. They came out, they respected the process, and they auditioned.
Nice.
We had an excellent panel that went through and selected, the artists that we felt would be right for the show. Then we went through the process of getting contracts signed. that was a challenge in itself, because some artists, they know how to do art, right?
Yeah.
But they don't know the business side of it. And so this is the thing that I wanted to take them through, and to really understand that you can have skill, but if you don't know how to do business, either you're going to be taken advantage of, or people won't want to work with you.
Correct.
And so in order to change the culture of music and how we do things here in our city, you have to also change the culture from a business perspective as well. And so that's where I come in. I do business.
Yeah.
And so I've hired a team of people who are all staying in their lane, who do what they do, and they know, I'm not getting on the mic, I may know how to sing, but that's not my lane.
Yeah.
Right. And so I told them, if you give me 100%, I'm going to give you 110, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go hard for you from the business side. I'm going to make sure that we market this thing properly, and that we, do everything first class. And so I have our agency that's coming in. Her name is Michelle. She's doing all the branding, first class consulting.
Nice.
She has came in and has done an excellent job of making sure that this happens for the artists. And so I would say, just bringing everybody together and understanding that business side has been the biggest challenge. But that's the focus of what we're going to do during the artist experience, is bringing these mentors in to talk to them about, how to properly conduct business and what happens outside of performing on the stage.
Yeah. What I've actually been seeing is that a lot of artists kind of are dealing with the trauma of like the dreaded 360 deal, or like not receiving fair compensation for the work that they feel that they put in. And so they have like a stigma around signing contracts and things such as that. Were you fighting some of that, or did you?
I did have a lot of questions, and I love the questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the artists that I want to work with, because that struck something within me that said, okay, these are the artists that are going to go in and do their due diligence to make sure that the right things are happening for them. The artists that didn't ask me questions, those were the ones that I was concerned about. And I asked them, why didn't you ask me any questions? Because they should do that, or have somebody that's working on their behalf that can execute properly. I've even had, not necessarily in just this situation, but managers who are not properly managing.
Yeah.
And so it causes, a negative effect for the artist as well, and they don't even know what's happening or not happening on their behalf. It's because they hired their best friend who, has been with them since high school, and now they think that they can manage them. And so they need to understand, that there's a lot that goes into this. And so, I do believe that there's a lot of artists can be skeptic, about like what is going on, because they have either felt the effects personally, or they have seen where artists have been taken advantage of, and they don't want that for themselves. And so I think we have a new generation who is they definitely ask questions, and this is great, because I know that even your company does the same thing for artists, right? SongLab is like trying to teach these artists, and this is what we need more of. Is businesses that are not here to take advantage of artists, but here to help develop them and to help give them answers to the questions that they're looking for. And so that's what Rep Your City is about. And we're doing that in a show, but you guys are doing this to continue that in a long-term effect.
Oh yeah. We're doing it in a way to kind of educate these artists so that they can participate more and better. And exactly to the same effect of what you're doing. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of parallels. One thing I like to say is, how can I do business with you if you don't have one? And then I also like to say, what was it? See, don't let me lose it right now. But there's definitely another saying which I say, which just speaks to the fact that okay. Educate your customer to create your market. So if I educate these artists and they now know what to do, they know they have to have their split sheets ready. They know, they have to have people in certain positions to handle the, all the paperwork, all the management of their artistry and things of the such. Then I can do business with them. So I have to educate them as a customer right now. Right now they come to our events. They work with us in a service capacity. but then we educate them to then create the market that we can also cooperate in. So once they all have businesses and they're all doing well, we can all work on a B2B fashion. Right now, this is more B2C. So these are the things that we're constantly putting in the mind of the artists that we're working with. And I think it's refreshing to see that you're also taking the same charge and fighting on the same front.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I've seen this on the opposite side. So I previously was HR for the Phoenix Symphony.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen this at, so many different levels. And I have a business consulting agency, and I set up 501c3s and LLCs.
Oh, nice.
And so I do this. And so this is, again, parallel to what you all are talking about. And so when we have these contracts, it wasn't that I was just saying, here's a contract. I thoroughly went over it and said, like, hey, you're going to see this.
Oh, that's better than some people.
This is what this means.
Yeah.
When they're saying words like exclusivity and all of, those kinds of things, they're like, okay, well, what is that? What does that mean? Well, what is, and so it was taking the time to really explain that. So not just educating them on what they're signing before them, but also understanding when they see this again, that they'll know what it looks like, that they'll know, hey, I need this clause in my contract. And so that's just the beginning of it. I mean, even throughout the process, we had artists who we said, hey, send us your sets, and they sent us YouTube links. I mean,
okay.
So, and so I said, okay, well, this is why, because, these are artists who I believe are really dope.
Yeah.
And can get out there and can do what they can do. And so now, it literally gave me goosebumps and almost tears when I was sitting in rehearsal, because I'm like, man, we put this together and we're educating these artists so that they can go to the next level. Because we all we go to these open mics, we listen to them, they come in and they give all of that, they pour everything out into that, performance. And it's like, okay, now what? I want to see now what for them, because they just, these are the artists that deserve that. And I told them, I'm not worried about your today. We're doing this because I'm worried about your tomorrow.
I think that's some artists are so much into living the dream that you almost blissfully forget to actualize it, right? All the things that are behind the scenes, you gotta connect Pinocchio to the strings, right? Before you can move. So it's a lot, I think, for artists when they have invested so much emotional and creative energy into these projects and things that they do, that I think it sometimes prevents them from getting into the more mundane, logical, kind of scary side of it. But I think opportunities like this really help artists to be onboarded into the reality of being a performer, an entertainer, a true artist. So thank you very much for kind of like, one, bringing this together, but let me know what some of your plans are for the future and moving forward. You said you guys were looking at multiple states and doing things. This is just the start, so give me some of the vision.
Absolutely. So the vision for this, I don't know why, but I don't have little visions. And so I'm like, Simone, this one was big, but
okay.
I put up the collateral for this show, and one of the things that I wanted to do, and everybody's like, why are you doing this? You gotta pay to play. And I said, not this time.
Yeah.
And so I did, there was no fee for the artist to perform in this show.
Wow.
I put up everything, and I said, I want to make an investment into these artists' future. So that brought skeptics. They were like, skeptics, like, wait.
Hold up.
So like I'm trying to understand what's the catch here.
Yeah.
And it was frustrating, because I'm like, no, I'm doing this to help, and I literally had to, and that just showed me what trauma had been placed upon these artists, that they didn't even know how to accept free, right?
Yeah.
And so, they thought that there was a catch or something else was happening with this. But what we would like to do, and so like I'm very firm, this is not a local show. We're just starting in our city, in my city.
Nice.
I'm born and raised from Phoenix, Arizona. And so,
let me just say, natives from Arizona are the best. I gotta put it up there. I'm sorry, I have to say it. but natives from Arizona, they get my woot woots. They get them.
I can't say rep your city and I don't start in my own city.
I'm saying,
right?
I love it.
What we want to do, so all of these artists through the VIP experience, we literally bought out Selfie World. We're going to get headshots done.
Oh wow!
For all of our artists on Friday.
Nice.
Before the show, so they'll be able to have that. We're having a business panel on Saturday with some of the mentors that are coming in. We have, Stevie J is coming in to host a dinner for them before the show starts, to just, spend time with them and talk with them about the music industry. And so they have all of these opportunities to be developed and
that's great,
and to take them to the next level. And then they're also going to get a copy of their set. So from a video standpoint. And so they're leaving with pictures, videos, business, the
whole enchilada.
All of these things that they get to leave with. And what we want to do is create a database for Rep Your City.
Nice.
And so every city that we go to, we'll have videos, we'll have headshots, we'll have all of these things, so that when somebody hits me up, now I'm not just saying, hey, you should check this person out. I'm saying I got a database of artists. And now we can help to get them put on to other events and other things. And so as we move to other cities now, our alumni will be able to come to those cities and be able to show them now what the alumni can do and come help to work with the artists who have not been through the process. So it's keeping the ball rolling, and making this a national thing, so that, artists across the United States can be able to go through this same process.
Well, to me, that sounds amazing, and it's very much in line with what we're looking to do here at SongLab. All I'm gonna do is put out in the ether is, yes, we're gonna talk more, but other than that, this event, which is this Saturday, right? What was it? 15, let's just say, from the area artists, and then 2 artists flying in or coming in to entreat us with new styles. So I think people should really be on the lookout for what you're going to be doing next. But show up this Saturday. Show up and show out. Let's support. Let's go ahead and rally around these artists that are not only from here, repping our city, but also some people that came out. Let's show them some good hospitality. Let's do what we got to do for our city. Let's rep it well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know a lot of people said, man, I'm just going to buy my tickets at the door. Do not do that.
No, let's get it pre-sale.
We don't want a long line at the box office and people missing any of the show. You do not want to miss one bit of the show. Even the pre-show is going to be crazy. We got DJ Tsunami, who's coming in with a set that when you come in and even get your seat, is going to be live.
Oh, nice.
And so we want everyone to go on Ticketmaster and get your tickets now, so that you can come in and enjoy the show. And before we go, the most important part of the show is we are honoring Big Pooch. And for those who don't know who that is, she forged the way for especially female artists in Arizona, hip hop artists. And she was, one of the first to get a signed contract, and so we lost her last year due to COVID. And the anniversary will be the night before the show.
Oh wow.
And so we didn't even know this, but when we heard that, I mean, because I know that if I was hosting this event and she was still here, she would be there.
Wow.
Because that's how much she represented our city. She was from New York, but I tell you, she had Phoenix in her blood. And so nice. she definitely represented our city. Her last song was called Make Arizona Great Again. And so
nice.
I mean, she left us with that jewel. And so we want to honor her
awesome.
and Ghetto Government, which she was a part of. And just let everybody know about the legacy also. That was before these artists paved the way for them.
Wow. Thank you very much for not only sharing, Big Pooch's legacy with us right now, but also putting together this event. All of your efforts to shed not only more light on the city, but for us to have some self-love, which we need in Arizona. For some reason, we're always looking outside, but we need to understand we got what we need. We got.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also new opportunities for these artists. Thank you very much for presenting them to them. Can I get you to go ahead, shout out how they can connect with you, get a ticket, find out more about the show online, and then if you can, give a shout out to SongLab if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So to find the show, we need you to go on to Ticketmaster.com and just look up Rep Your City, and everybody secure your tickets. Tickets start at $25. They're affordable. The closer you get, tickets do go up, but I do believe there's something for everybody. And so you can go and find out more information on, again, Instagram at Rep Your City, or on Facebook under Rep Your City. And we will be excited to see the building packed full. The venue holds 900, and I know we can get 900 people out to come support all of these artists.
We need 1,000.
Yes. We want people, we want people in the lobby. Yeah. I'll let you in the lobby.
They busting out the bathrooms.
Right. This is going to be a show that you do not want to miss.
Really?
The lineup is amazing, and I know after it's all said and done, so many people are going to say, "Man, I wish I came to that show." You don't want to be one of those.
Yeah.
And so, I'm really excited to sit right here because the parallels that SongLab has with what we're trying to do, and so I just hope that everybody will support both businesses.
Yeah, because I'm supporting you. We supporting you.
Right.
We gonna.
Right, because this is another opportunity for our
100%.
artists to have long-term effects of what can happen properly in the music industry. And so thank you for paving the way for those artists as well, and honoring the same principles that we honor under Rep Your City.
Thank you very much. That's so awesome. And just to see somebody else in the fight with us, look, we're blood brothers in this fight, and we're gonna fight it till the end.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much again for showing up, giving us your time, and you guys now know where to get the tickets for Rep Your City this Saturday. Show up, show love, and we're gonna do the same. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right, that's it.
All right.